Hi again, everyone. Sorry, my last video I filmed cut out a bit at the end. And since I did that last recording, my voice has actually gone. I'm getting a bit of a sore throat. Anyway, I did want to say one last thing about MULN Automotive and what's going on with the short squeeze sort of action. And that's actually commenting about the short squeeze and how long I think it can actually last for. So if you look at the shorts data for the stock, the cost of borrow is the highest it's been probably all year. It's about 191%. So there's a lot of pressure on shorts to cover positions. And if you look at the shorts that are returning, we have seen a bit of that happen. So there are shorts getting squeezed out. So that's reassuring. Now, in terms of the momentum behind the stock, I actually think that we've probably got a few more trading sessions where we can kind of see a bit of a squeeze action happen. And basically, I think the last day that you're going to see any sort of upward motion is going to be 13th of May, which is next Monday. But we might even see a drop off before then. The reason I say the 13th of May is because that's the day that shareholders of record will receive their rights issue. And that's essentially like a dividend that protects your the value of your stock if there were to be someone try to take over the company. Protect your value, give you more value, hopefully. So I think that's the date we have to keep an eye on. There is a lot of pressure on shorts at the moment. Like, that's a high cost of borrow rate. And the situation is, I guess, magnified because MULN Automotive, after all of its reverse stock splits, now has a very small float size. And that means that it doesn't take much trading to swing the price up really high and really low for that matter as well. So we are seeing, really fast moving price action with the stock. And I think that is likely to continue at least to the end of this week. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see that soften come Monday, because a lot of people who are jumping in on this play, I think, are considering like, well, even though I'll get a rights issue, do I really want to hold this stock longer term? And there's still, I hate to throw cold water on the situation, but I've been saying this for a long time. MULN Automotive isn't actually in a great position. They are really at a point where there's a bit of a liquidity crunch. They're running out of cash. They either have to do a debt raising or an equity raising sometime soon, I think, to be able to continue producing the vehicles. And they're not putting out any news about booking any new sales of significance. Like, the only time they recently put out a sale was in relation to one of the partnerships they recently announced. They bought a few vehicles off MULN Automotive. So it's nothing significant, and it sounds like a lot of those Randy Marion vehicle deliveries haven't happened yet. So just putting it all out there. I'm not like obviously trying to give advice or anything like this. This is a high stakes, fast moving sort of play. So you got to do what's best for you. Okay. Anyway, just what I think. I think May 13th, we're going to start to see, a cooling in this situation. That is, unless of course there is some other news that comes to light. If there was to actually be a takeover offer, maybe then we might still see some more movement or something else, who knows. But really, this is, until this rights issue, it's basically like a dividend in a sense. So people are going to be like jumping into the stock for that. Anyway, I hope you're all doing really well. Hopefully you can see some more continued momentum for the stock. Everyone knows that MULN shareholders really need a bit of return in value, and I hope that this sort of play does do that in a meaningful way for you guys. Anyway, look out for yourselves, and may the markets trade in your favor. Cheers.